Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video of Hooked on You, Dead by Daylight Dating Sim. This is part 2, so if you're watching this, hope you enjoyed the first part, and yeah, let's just get into it. Blah blah blah, let's go, Minas. Cool. Let's get it. I really enjoyed the first hour I played of the game, so I don't know how long it is. I don't know if I should run this for like until the end now. I don't know if there's like 2 hours left, 3 hours, an hour. So I'm gonna go for an hour, and if it doesn't seem like it's wrapping up soon, then I'm just gonna. I'll probably be making these like hour-long videos, and then I'm gonna replay for the different endings. You open your eyes. The sun is shining. There's not a cloud in the sky, and you feel great, totally well rested. You're not even suspicious of the fact that you fell asleep by the campfire, but woke up several yards down the beach. Wait, are you on vacation? Was yesterday nothing more than a strange dream? No, not a dream. You really are here for another day. Why? I have no idea. You're obviously a weirdo. Speaking of weirdos, I see the rest of the gang is hanging out on the beach. This is definitely not a dream. I wouldn't rule out a nightmare just yet, though. At least they make for a sexy bunch, no? And talk about sexy, here comes Trickster carrying coffee. Morning, beautiful! I thought you might like a nice cup of joe to start the incredible day off, right? Oh. Huh. Trickster seems suspiciously cheerful. I'm sure there's nothing nefarious behind his joyful demeanor, though. Everyone knows musicians are morning people. I also want to wish you luck. Today is an important one. Huh. My only regret is that I won't be a bigger part of it. Budgeting issues. Also, I'm just swamped with engagements, especially on the other island. Trickster winks at you. If you want to ask him how to reach the other island, now is the never mind, he left. Well, at least he brought me a cup of... No, wait! Don't drink that! What the hell was that? They don't call him Trickster because he's good on a skateboard. And he definitely didn't get that name because of he brings people drinks so they can have a good morning. That was almost certainly not coffee. And I don't want anyone casually poisoning, imprisoning, and torturing you. Yet. This is supposed to be a tropical paradise. The type of place you give a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, 2 thumbs up review to. Not an eternal prison of pain. And please make sure to leave a review. It really helps with the algorithms. Just trust me. I'm looking out for you. So can we please move on? Hey, wait a second. How did a possibly omniscient, possibly unreliable narrator physically just knock that coffee out of your hand? This is not Parliament, and the floor does not recognize the ocean to speak out of turn at this moment. I need no recognition, for I am the ocean. I dominate the land. I submerge those who defy me, and become their watery grave. Actually, speaking of graves, I would like to say something. Something of grave importance. Fine, go ahead. Even if this place is eternal prison of pain, and I'm not saying it is, even a place of extreme horror can still receive a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10 thumbs up review. If it was crafted with love and or that's the type of thing you're into. You know, the ocean is right. A lot of hard work goes into a place like this. You should really judge it on the artist's intent, and whenever possible, start from the mindset of giving them the benefit of the doubt. Constructing these elaborate vacations, is not easy to do. Sometimes there are some small bugs or inconsistencies, but that's just the nature of the process. Perfection is overrated. The universe is filled with mysteries. We ought to celebrate those who venture to bare their souls as part of the creative process with the ultimate intent of making things for our enjoyment, not be overly critical of them. Are you two trying to sell me on this place actually being good? You don't have to say it like that, especially after I saved you from that poorly made cup of coffee. Sorry, we should have been here 5 minutes ago. They always do this on the second morning. Sad, really. Even if they do make some great points. Oh, sure, they make great points, I agree. Can we please move on? Yes, of course. Apologies, Menace. The last few minutes aside, have you been enjoying your time here on the island? Yes, I'm not suspicious. There's no option. Yes, I'm not at all suspicious that there's no option. What an encouraging response. We're so glad you're not suspicious. Hey Claudette, maybe Minas isn't suspicious because they figured out what they're really doing here. Zero chance. They're still clicking, even right now, to see how you'll respond. Hey, look at that. Yeah, they don't know anything. It doesn't matter though, Minas. We're so happy to hear you're having fun. I didn't say I was having fun. We're all having fun, Minas. Oh god, they're angry. They're angry. Do you hear us? We're all having fun. We do need to ask you one more question though. We all had to sign away our rights to say anything negative about this place. Would you please sign this disparagement agreement? Disparagement? Why do I sound so dumb? No, I will not say anything negative about this island. You have my word that I, Minas, agree with the terms of the verbal contract. Perfect. Wait, what? I thought I had a sign. Excellent. Yes. Hey, Minas, it's still totally cool if you have constructive feedback. The place to leave that is in the positive review, because we all know that nobody reads the negative reviews of games, resorts like this. Anyway, I see Dwight and Claudette have gone into a trance, and with the grumbling I hear from your belly, that can mean only one thing. Breakfast. Perfect timing. Everyone rolls into the dining area to lard up those sexy little bellies with pancakes and bacon and... So much for maintaining these beach bods. We're all half naked in a tropical paradise. Can we get some strawberries here? A yogurt? Magic powers will only get you so far. Even killers watch their sodium intake. You take your plate and sit down, thinking about yesterday and the whirlwind of feelings you experienced. Danger, dread, disorientation. It was like going through puberty again, except all in one day on a beautiful, mysterious island. It looks like you're not the only one doing some introspection, though. Trapper stands up to talk about how his day went, in case anyone was wondering. Personally, I wasn't. I can't imagine you could... Oh, shit. I can't imagine you could make me any angrier today than you did yesterday. But I really hope you do. I really, really hope you do. Unrelated. Anyone see where I left my cleaver? Just kidding. I always know where my cleaver is. Well, that was bizarre. Back to your Nope. Now Huntress steps up to talk about her feelings. This island is treacherous. I don't know what the newcomer thinks they are doing here, but it certainly isn't helping any of us. Whoa, Huntress pretends to be all independent, but is she secretly kind of miffed you and her aren't getting along? Ah, well, that surely must be it. No one else would weirdly stand up during breakfast too. And just like that, here comes Spirit. Did everyone sleep well? I did, or should I say I did not. I haven't slept in 20 years on account of the whole burning quest for familial revenge thing. And last night was no different, so in that case it was exactly how it should be. Got a lot of reading done though. Now if you don't mind, I'm gonna go back to quietly resenting being trapped here with you all, while looking cute doing so. Guessing Wraith has had enough time to work up the courage to speak in front of a group. Ah, perfect, there he is. Take us home, Wraith. Oh hey! That was fun yesterday, huh? Yeah, I mean, not like too much fun. That would be weird, but like a good amount of fun. And now they're all looking at you expectantly. Wait, are you supposed to stand up and explain how yesterday made you feel? I think I need to process everything by myself. I'll see you all soon. Wait, what? Damn, what a power play. Keep on wanting more. You're getting good at this game, or sexy, true-to-life experience. Shame you didn't get to eat any breakfast, but so be it. Damn, I haven't ate in like days. Ooh. After breakfast, you head to the hot tub by yourself to clear your head. Yesterday was, in short, a lot. Before you get there, though, something catches your attention. You hear that? Who are you addressing? Me? Well, yeah, I guess. That is okay, right? You know, I might be pursuing a relationship with one of these 4 fine killers, but it feels like the person I'm getting to know the most is you, narrator. It's only okay in so much as it serves to illustrate that you've lost your mind, seeing how I'm not real and all. Yeah, I heard it this time. I think it's coming from behind the pull shed. No, stick it in here. A little more. Oh yeah, that's it, yes. Oh, how does that feel? Wait, intense? Nice. Yeah, that feels right. This is uncomfortable. Now, I want you to take that and put it right Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Just like that? Exactly like that. I swear I had no idea these two even do, whatever it is they are doing. I'm afraid to look. Please say something so they know you're close by and can hear everything. Oh wow, look at this super cool bottle of Trickster brand suntan lotion someone left on the chair. Anyone know where I can buy some? Damn it. Aw, come on, a little privacy please. Dwight is panting and Claudette has a crazed look in her eyes. Sorry, I didn't know how else to let you know I was here and that I could hear you. Well, you know. No, what? What do you think we were doing? You were doing... I don't know exactly what you were doing, but it sounded like, fun? You think two people trying to find new ways to kill each other in desperate search to make their own death permanent is fun? Oops. We get 5 minutes to ourselves every day, and we spend it hoping if we stab each other in just the right spot, we won't get resurrected. I've come to believe that the key is finding the exact place we need to bleed out from, and I believe that place is in our appendix. Why else would it be there? Makes sense to me. Did you actually think we were me and him? Dwight? Damn. You don't have to laugh that hard. They get it. Wow, she's really just going off. My life is a nightmare, and yet somehow it's never been worse than right now. Let's go, lover boy. I noted all our entry wounds and our 5 minutes is up anyway. Good luck, Minas. You're going to need it. And hey, if you figure out how to escape this island, please make sure your ghost tells us how. Ghost? That was both a tragedy and a comedy. A cragmedy. Shut up. I like it. Anyway, where were we? Oh yeah. You're heading to the hot tub by yourself to clear your head. Yesterday was, in short, a lot. So far today has been exhausting too. But you're dedicated to achieving a true, centered sense of calm. No drama, no bullshit, just soaking up the sun in a heated pool. Today, you're on a date with you. Oh, I like that. I want to be on a date with me. Who would make the first move? And aside from the disturbing thought, all is going to plan until a shadow blocks your precious sun. Spiky tipped, like a palm tree is bending over to screw with you. But it's not a tree at all, it's... Hey babe! Breakfast was weird, huh? Everyone just getting up and announcing how they're feeling? What's that about? Some forced kind of check-in with the group? I don't like it. Fishy, kind of lazy. Whatever though, breakfast is dumb. No one should eat before noon or after 4 p.m. Yeah, I do intermittent fasting. You've seen my abs, by the way. Maybe you could see them later at my private stage on the other island. You know, does that say IP Island? Where all the Hollywood celebs hang out. If you play your cards right, I could give you a private show. Catch you around. His abs are pretty amazing, you gotta give him that. And that blow-up bat, threatening but adorable, makes for an interesting silhouette. Genius design. He's a psychopath, just like the rest of them. You don't gotta give him anything. And we're not best friends. Just because we had a little talk about doing a little talking, it's not an open invitation to smashing the fourth wall every 5 seconds. Okay. Now that that guy is gone and we've got some ground rules established that we're definitely going to abide by, it's time to lay back, take some deep, slow breaths, and nope, another shadow. These people will not leave you alone. Let's see who it is this time. Yes. Yes. Oh, it's Spirit. That checks out. You two have gotten pretty cozy. We should get out of here. I know a place that brings a bit of welcome darkness to this tropical nightmare. Best of all, I'm the only one that seems to know about it, so we won't be bothered there. I don't even know why I'm telling you, really. It's my private spot, but I guess I've got a feeling that you'll appreciate it in a way that I do. Not like these other killers. They don't get me. But I'll get them. Oh, I'll get them all. And I'll get my father too. And I'll punish him for what he did to my mother and me. Spirit radiates a menacing aura, waving her sword around in the air as she threatens, well, the entire universe. It's scary, and more than a little hot, if you get turned on by menacing. Ah, menacing, get it? Okay. Look, all this time on Murderer's Island has got us both a little confused about things. I'm choosing to lean into it. I suggest you do the same. You've seen her get mad, which is probably enough to scare you into compliance, but you've also seen that there's a more sensitive side hiding within her. Which one do you think will win out? You consider her offer, but before you can decide if you want to go off of Spirit, the Wraith interjects. Honestly, Spirit's great. She's the only one around here that doesn't totally get on my nerves. I guess you've got good taste. But I don't know. We could hang out. I could show you some cool stuff if you want, or, forget I said anything. Tough choice. You weigh your options quickly, because you can only go on one date today, and you also don't want to be hacked to pieces for saying the wrong thing. It's always good to remember that these are all cold-blooded killers, but you know what they say, when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. And then die a horrible, retching, writhing death after drinking it because the lemons were poisoned all along. Sorry, the island has really got me tilted. So, who will it be? Well, I gotta go with Spirit. You made the correct decision, but know this. Just because you picked me doesn't mean I'm going to slobber all over you like a dog, understand? Why are you looking at me like that, girl? Well, of course, You've still got a lot to prove to me. I want to believe that our connection is real, but I've been hurt before. Literally, with a katana. A katana that I now wield in spectral form. You feel me? Because you will feel me if you try any of that macho trapper crap. Yeah, I feel you. Before you ask Claudette and Dwight to clarify, I'll just let you know that yes, it is too late to change your answer now. Ah, I see. Morose match. You and Spirit arrive at the coast, overlooking the black lighthouse. It's old and decrepit, but still impressive. There's something magnetic about it. You can see why Spirit would be drawn to such a place. You look Spirit up and down and notice that she's wearing all black, just like the lighthouse. I'm noticing a bit of a theme. Is black your favorite color? Black isn't really a color at all. It's the absence of color. It's a void. Like me. Spirit smiles. Nature abhors a vacuum. You're not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. The lapping waves on the shore of the coast set a romantic tone. The fog that surrounds Spirit everywhere she goes blends perfectly with the mist rolling up over the rocky shoreline. She's at one with this place, and so are you. The peace doesn't last too long, however, as the lighthouse lets out an eerie howl, like a monster dying. A spiraling black light stretches out across the sea. Spirit has to yell at you just to be heard. Oh yeah, it does that! The light and sound recede, and the two of you sit in silence. Spirit lays a towel down and then pats on it gently. Clearly she wants you to your company, so you oblige. When you do, she takes out some sunscreen and hands it to you. You're not exactly sure what to do. Is this an invitation to get a little hands-on action? What else could it be? Thanks, I forgot to bring my own when I lost my memory and fell into the ocean. No problem, I figured as much. Spirit turns away while you slather lotion all over your body. You need any help reaching those difficult spots? You see a hand float around your back. Sure, why not? Spirit hand on your back is ice cold, but she has a soft touch. When she's done, she takes care of herself. You watch as Spirit applies a sunscreen to herself in the most unique way, by floating her own hand around her back to spread it on. Not the shards of glass. Comment on her floating hand's ability? I don't know if I want to ask her about the glass, or the fact that your hand just floats out around you like that. You can reach things way easier than I can. It's almost like you're some kind of superhero. Oh. I'm glad you get a kick out of it, but floating severed limbs isn't exactly the type of superpower you think to wish for as a kid. I'd much rather be able to read minds. Maybe then I'd understand why some people act the way they do. Tell her you're actually jealous. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings, but I'm honestly jealous. Maybe you should lighten up. Oh no. You know what? I've got just the cure for jealousy. This should cure you in no time at all. I will show you exactly what it feels like to be me. She takes out her katana and slices you to pieces. No way! I died? Okay. She actually murdered me. What was that achievement for? The Spirit's Vengeance. I'm honestly surprised you lasted as long with the Spirit as you did. Bro. Oh yeah, and then Morose match. Revenge never looked as cute as it does in a sun hat and black bikini. Okay, yep. Okay. Yep. Okay, let's... Thanks. Okay. Sure, why not? about the shard. Yeah, okay. So if you don't mind, what's the deal with all those shards of glass sticking out from all over your body? Oh, no way! You really want to know? You're not creeped out by them? You're not creeped out, just nervous because you know the answer might be very personal. But she's a person you want to get to know. I was just thinking about what you must have gone through to end up like that. It had to have been horrible. It was worse than death. At least death ends, eventually. But I wouldn't want to forget it. It literally made me who I am right now. Truth is, I could pull all of these bits of glass that are stuck in my flesh out right now, if I wanted to, but I don't want to. Each shard is a reminder of what my father did to me, and what the world did to him. That's why I refuse to play the universe's game. I hate the idea that I'll be forced to succumb to pressure the way he did in the end. The way the fear and anger filled him up, and then came bursting out. The way his misery flooded our home and drowned us all. Yeesh. It's hard to not think about revenge. The dragon inside me, it's doing to me what the world did to him. I have to fight it. Even though it gives me strength, I must maintain control. You're stronger than he ever was, I'm sure of it. I appreciate that, Minus. I suppose a little help isn't a bad thing. Oh, I suppose a little help isn't a bad thing in life and love. This world is a lot to endure alone. Maybe I could use a little assistance reaching my delicate toes for a bit of lotion. You know, having your body contorted into these vengeful poses, it really does a number on my joints. It rubs the lotion on its skin. Perfect! Not bad. Not bad. Oh, okay, cool. I think I defined. Well, I suppose that the lotion made it to where it was supposed to be going, eventually. And you weren't too incredibly wasteful. I'm not a woman who believes in rushing through things just to get them done. If there's a next time, I'm sure you'll do even better. So I wasn't... If I could've got all perfects... Look up at the lighthouse. It's ominous. Dark form hovering above this moment between spirit and yourself. Evil as it clearly is, in this case it does you a solid by blurting out another ominous moan, a burst of black light that rescues you from this awkward silence. Whoa, a ghost ship? From seemingly out of nowhere, an ancient-looking ship appears in the water. It glows, itself a thing of death, a spirit of a ship that once sailed the seas centuries ago. A tattered black flag whips in the ocean air above the ship as it careens towards the shore. Before crashing on the rocks, it must have been drawn in by the lighthouse. You hear the distant shouting of sailors as the old wooden ghost ship breaks up and sinks into the water. Alright, it does that sometimes too. Should we, do something? Nah, the sharks will take care of it. Within a minute, the ocean is quiet again, except for the waves. Note to self, hungry sharks. But these time-traveling pirates, or whoever they were, you're half sure you saw one of those skull and crossbone flags, aren't the only ones drawn here today. It's Wraith. He's emerged from the palm trees behind you. I didn't come here to break up your day or something. I came here for that. Wraith points to the lighthouse. It is indifferent to his attention. I've been seeing it in my dreams, shining its strange light on me. I can't avoid it. Through woods and walls, nothing seems to stop it from reaching out to me. Duh, it's a haunted lighthouse. It does that to everyone at some point. You're no more special than me, those dead pirates or that mermaid I saw washed up on shore that one time. Ew. Mermaids, by the way, aren't even close to as beautiful in person as they are in movies. More sea witch than underwater princess, if you get my drift. It's all part of a vast conspiracy, an epic river of lies that runs beneath the island or something. I'm pretty sure I figured it out. The basics, anyhow. If you come with me, I can. You can get cut. Spirit waves her katana, nearly trimming a couple buttons off of Wraith's tropical hat. Tropical top. He takes the hint and backs away a few steps slowly. I was like, this man does not have a hat. For the quiet guy, he never really shuts up. Okay, be that way. You'll see. Alone at last, tension broken, deathly moans quiet, and Wraith vanish back to wherever he hangs out. You scooch closer to Spirit, breathing in the damp, foggy air that seems to emanate from her. It's not quite clear how the whole fog thing works, but you don't even care. You're feeling this moment. Spirit seems to be feeling it too. She starts to adjust her robe, and you get a peek at the bathing suit beneath. For someone who seems intent on proving how little she cares about what everyone else thinks, she put a lot of work into getting into that suit. It's got straps for days. However, you're so focused on what's happening with Spirit, you don't see the next interruption coming. And Claudette and Dwight burst in on you and interrupt whatever you were doing. It doesn't seem like they were worried they'd bump into much. We're here to make a very dramatic announcement. Well, technically, we're here to invite you to join us back at the beach, where we'll be making a very dramatic announcement. It's hard being the producers and the host. Aren't survivors supposed to work in groups of 4? True, they are. When you arrive at the beach, you realize you were set up. Despite promising an announcement, Dwight and Claudette simply stand quietly. This isn't at all what was promised. Wait a minute, there's no announcement here. But there is, me. You got mud in your ears, friend. I told you to get lost. Don't you see? Lost is what I am, and so are you. But I know the way out. I've got a map back in my secret lair. Literally and figuratively, yeah. I know the difference. That's why you should ditch Spirit and come spend the rest of the night with me instead. You've got a secret lair? Damn it. Who said anything about a secret lair? I said I've got, sap in my secret hair. There's a flap on my secret chair. Doesn't change the subject. Don't ask me what he's talking about. You're trying to make a mess of the first nice day I've had in I don't know how long, because it's not even clear what year it is, but in a while. I'm not about to be ditched for the likes of you. It's not me messing things up, like I keep trying to tell you. It's the dang island. I've come to accept a difficult truth. What's happening here? Well, I'm convinced that it's our fate. It's not anyone's decision. It's simply the way it will be. There's no use in fighting it. Well, what would you even know about fighting? All you know is hiding in your spooky little secret hair and crying like a baby while ringing your little bell. So don't tell me what I can and can't fight back against. I was born a fighter. A dragon lives inside me. I can't not fight, even when all I might want to do is hide. Don't you see the giant hat? It's a metaphor. If I do have a fate, my fate is to win every fight that comes my way. Got it? Folks. Oh, you hide. I've seen you hide. You do your phase walking routine. What do you call that? It's basically cloaking. And we all know that cloaking is a type of hiding. Folks. You cloak. I don't cloak. I'm not a cloaker. I phase walk out in the open. You just can't see me. You have no idea what they're talking about. But it sure sounds like some video game community forum thread minutia, if there ever was such a thing. Not that you know about that either. It sure does seem like Dwight and Claudette are going to stop this, so it's on you. I think I was brought here to make this choice, so I'm gonna do that now. And I choose... Dude, am I gonna end up getting killed because I'm, like, choosing to hang out with her too much? When it comes down to it, neither of these two seem easy to love. I mean, damn, Spirit literally has broken glass shards sticking out of her. But she has a certain charm to her gloom. Spirit and I were actually having a nice time. Besides, if it's my fate to end up on this island, well, to hell with fate, really. And don't take this the wrong way, Wraith, but the amount of awkwardness you pack into a single day, no wonder you're so skinny. All the second guessing yourself must burn a lot of calories. No offense taken, yeah, okay, it's true. I can be a little awkward, I guess, sometimes. Right, so I'm going to stick with Spirit. Spirit breathes a sigh of relief. I've got enough revenging to do without having to kill you and Wraith too. She was gonna kill me if I chose him? Spirit walks you around a corner to show you something that she discovered in this place. Oh. Rewind. Spirit walks you around a corner to show you something that she discovered in this place and knew was meant to be connected with her journey. A cherry tree. It is just a small sapling, but it has begun to sprout flowers. It doesn't make sense to see a cherry tree here in this place. It also doesn't make sense to see a ghost in a black bathing suit, so you just accept it. As Spirit steps up to the tree, the cold breeze pulls some petals off and they come cascading through the air around the both of you. Do you know the meaning of the cherry blossom? They're beautiful, but also quite symbolic. Of course, like all good symbols, their meaning is pretty complicated. What do they mean to you? For many people, being among cherry blossoms is like being at a celebration of life. People travel great distances just to be near the vibrant beauty. However, as beautiful as they might be, they aren't magical, they're simply flowers. They quickly die and fade away. For this reason, they are also a symbol of the fleeting nature of life, of our fragile mortality. In a way, it's the specter of a looming death that calls attention to the special moment to see and appreciate life. How does that duality make you feel, Minas? Empowered. The knowledge that life and death are a cycle has always given me peace. Accepting the fleeting nature of life, like the beauty of a flower in bloom, allows me to appreciate the moment without being too hung up on what comes next. As you explain, Spirit's face begins to look sad to you. You're not sure why. It's not the happiest topic, life and death, but why should that matter? It's because she can't die. And then it dawns on you, Spirit has been trapped in the ghastly state of death with no hope to cycle back. No rebirth. Her moment of blossoming life long gone. That scary time of death and decay that comes after, the good part, that's Spirit's eternity. Feel like an idiot. I wasn't talking about you. I wasn't even thinking about you. You just answered from your heart. I can't let that bother me. Our priorities are not the same. I have my mission. Once the fallen cherry blossom represented the souls of samurai warriors. Those with noble characters. Those who did not fear death. Those who were killed in the greatest sacrifice to honor their emperor. Their lives were short, but their purpose gave them beauty. Those warriors saw death coming, but they never despaired. They stood and faced it. They held their swords and struck down their fear. But despite the samurai spirit that lives on in me, in my noble bloodline, my life has ended, but my death continues to stretch on. The cycle is frozen. The cherry tree? It's not real. Though its petals fall, they soon replenish. It's as if it were installed here by someone. You watch as Spirit chooses her words very carefully. By something with no respect for the balance of life and death. We're sorry to interrupt. You know we don't believe you, right? Yep. But this time we've got really good reason. And it has nothing to do with us being manipulated by an unseen force. Because that's definitely not happening. Nobody accused you of that, but okay. We're just here to tell you that it's time for dinner, silly. Get it while it's hot! I guess it's time to go, or whatever. Thanks for spending some time with me today. I enjoyed it. Me too. Hopefully I didn't ruin anything with that answer. What a fun day you've been having. I can see it written all over your face. You're shining, and that's not just the remaining anxious sweat from spending an afternoon courting a psycho killer. No. You are really feeling this whole romantic experience. Don't worry, I'll keep your dirty little secrets. But enough gentle ribbing. It's time to get back to business. All the appetizing singles have arrived for dinner, including Trickster. Wraith is here too. We're not gonna do the gag where we cram them all on screen at the same time again. So just believe me, they're all here, and they're just as sexy and demented as you remember them. With your love on the line, everyone is being very careful not to offend you by saying the wrong thing. Congrats, by the way, on getting this far. I'm as surprised as you are that these four are falling for you. No, not because of your personality, but because you just met them yesterday. However, since Trapper seems like the biggest long shot to end up holding onto your heart, he throws caution to the wind and speaks up. It's a pretty small consolation prize for being the least loved killer on Murder's Island. But hey, letting them have this one moment in the spotlight is the least we can do. Oh, that's a typo. Is the least we can do. And heaven knows they won't do any better than that. How long have I been going? Half an hour? Cool. If I'm dining solo, I'm eating what I want, and you're all eating it too. Lamb, shank, rare, salt, pepper, no sauces allowed. Serve it with one single piece of broccoli, so Wraith won't complain. I like broccoli. Gives me horrible gas. Oh, I don't like that. Buddy, wait till you smell what rare lamb does to my bowels. It's awesome. Dinner will be served shortly, but certain power brokers would like to know about your day. Would you like to share your day with the rest of the group? You've had an interesting day, that's for sure, but how will you describe it to the others? Say too much or too little and it could affect your standing with the group. Okay, but don't just sit there saying nothing. Nothing is not an option. Should I be coy or should I gush? I wish you could all get to meet the real Spirit. She has a beautiful soft side and you'd all get to see it if you were a bit nicer to her. Spirit looks totally horrified. I promise she doesn't want people paying her any more attention. She's just trying to do her own thing. not fit into the Killers Club. Seriously? Seriously? Did you listen to a single thing I said today? It seems clear to me that you did not. Oh, she's about to kill me. Go ahead, Claudette, bring out dinner. Everyone eats in silence. Oh god. No, I messed up. Can I go back? Oh wait, no, sorry. That's a dreary supernatural horror thriller set in Antarctica. Not a charming parody dating sim set in an undisclosed tropical paradise. Bony appetit. Don't you mean bone? No, almost everything we serve has a lot of bones in it, even the vegetables. Possible to avoid on this island. Everyone eats without speaking. Tensions are rising, both of the sexual and deadly variety. When everyone finishes, Dwight and Claudette come back to clean up the table. They linger around you as they pick up the plate, take your napkin, and dust crumbs off the table. What would you like to say to the servants? Your top-notch service is much appreciated. In fact, here. For us, just for doing our jobs, thank you kindly. Everyone, if you would please be so kind as to follow us to the fire pit. We'd greatly appreciate it. We've been told something big is going to happen. Something that will change everything. You can go willingly or you can go unwillingly. You have no choice. Tough cookies. Did you have a choice on how you said that, dweeb? Yes, and I immediately regret how I did. Good. Something needs to change around here. Fire is rebirth. Fire illuminates the soul. I hope the fire isn't too smoky. Smoke hurts my eyes. I have pretty sensitive eyes. I'm also horribly afraid of it. The fire, I mean. Not my eyes. Because of childhood trauma involving fire. And finally, everyone starts moving towards the fire pit, if only to get away from Wraith's complaining. Is it dark now? You take a seat on a comfortable log, feeling the fire's heat against your skin, and wait for other killers to take their places. Wondering who will want to tell a story this time. Will narrator tell a story? I bet they've got a stunningly creative mind. Hey, you think, are they allowed to simply place thoughts in mind like this? Doesn't seem fair. Everyone makes their way in, but something unexpected happens. Nothing happens. Something almost always seems to be happening here, so nothing is probably not a great sign. Oh, cool. And now everyone is looking at you. So, you know, do something. Should I pick someone to tell a story, or we could play charades, boggle? Well, we were actually thinking, why don't you tell us a story? Wraith points his spine and skull staff thingamajig at you. You duck out of its way. Who knows what that thing can do? Probably shoot lasers. Try not to bore us. We're just very interested in you. Don't speak for me, Huntress. Now we can tell if you're warm from the fire or if it's your nerves heating up. I know that fire is right here, but maybe if we stop talking about it all the time, we can start to pretend it's not here and doesn't, you know, threaten to burn us all alive. He's not supposed to hear me. Get out of here, Wraith. Minas was about to make an important decision about telling a story or not. Fine, I'll tell a story. Sure, I'm game to tell a story. I hope it's a mystery, baby. Okay. So what type of story do you want to tell? Action, adventure, romance. I'll tell a romantic story. About two lovers who take poison together and die foaming at the mouth? Or about two strong hunters who meet when they both tried to bludgeon the same wily Wolverine? Not quite. It's about my parents. They met at a party in college. He was hosting, she'd been dragged there by some friends. They couldn't have been more different, and yet, as the night went on, they were drawn to each other. She made fun of his taste in music, and he took an interest in her major, women's studies. They were married within 2 months. Bit soon to know if you can trust someone, don't you think? It's so sweet. Exactly. I learned a lot about love from them. If you know, you know. Some people don't need years to get acquainted with their partner. Love could spark from a mere look across a campfire. Now you've got their attention. Each killer is fiercely attempting to catch your eye from across the fire pit. Except for Trickster, who has wandered over to the bar and is loudly playing his own music on headphones to drown you out. Okay, that was not a very good story. I don't mean to insult you, but it was actually quite bad. Sorry, but this narrator keeps it real. We can't just end there. So who else would like to hear a story from tonight? You look from killer to killer, trying to decide who might be the most entertaining. Should I do her spirit again? I suppose I could tell a story. I don't really want to, but anything I say is sure to be better than whatever you get out of anyone else in the group. Like all good stories, I stole this one from someone in the past who is dead now and can't do anything about it. It's called the bride, or technically, I suppose, the fiancé. One winter, a young couple decided that next spring they would be married. The two were madly in love and could not wait for the snow to melt so they could join in matrimony and unite their souls for eternity. Per their last bridal trends, they decided to have their wedding ceremony at the edge of the woods by a beautiful, shabby, chic farmhouse. Together, they spent months planning the details of the wedding. These two created invitations, figured out seating arrangements, and tasted 100 cakes before settling on the perfect one. They chose Lilikoi, by the way? Lilikoi. So fancy. When it came time to figure out the decorations, however, the bride, or the fiancé, I guess, since she wasn't actually married yet, wanted to take the lead and set the style. After all, her boyfriend had been wearing cargo shorts and open-toe sandals for pretty much their entire relationship, so he was definitely not to be trusted. Having decided on such a lovely natural setting for the ceremony, the fiancé decided that she would create a unique floral arrangement from the local wildflowers that surrounded the farmhouse. As soon as the sun rose on the first day of spring, she set off into the woods. Each day she spent hours mapping out where the best blooms could be found, and prepared to pick them herself the morning of the wedding, so that they'd be at the height of their freshness and beauty. Enamored with the incredible variety of flowers in the woods, she surveyed the bride, or the fiancé, since they had not yet been married, became obsessed with knowing just how many there were, so that she could choose the absolute best. When the fatal morning of her big day finally came, the fiancé told her husband-to-be that she had one final errand before the wedding. Excited for the ceremony to come, she dressed in her beautiful white gown and set out into the woods to gather flowers. Treading carefully, she followed her route, selecting one of the best stems and collecting them in the basket. However, when she came upon a once familiar clearing, something was not as she expected. Somehow, it was more beautiful now than it had been before, and just on the edge of the view was a new bush filled with blossoms so vibrant and colorful, she became dizzy just looking at them. But the fiancé ignored her sudden spell and pressed ahead, scooping up flower after flower, and every time she did, she noticed just further ahead and possibly even more beautiful blossoms. Carried by the sweet fragrance of spring air, the bride, or the fiancé, crept farther and farther into the woods until she turned a corner, stepped over a mossy fallen tree trunk, and realized she had been here before. But this wasn't the clearing she remembered, or at least not how she remembered it. The flowers were suddenly overripe, decaying, falling from their stems into festering moldy piles on the floor. Where bees had been, now only flies buzzed. Where the scene of flowers had once intoxicated her, the odor of mildew now made her sick. She turned and looked back, but her path was dark. Into a shadowy glen she walked, and walked, and walked. That day, as guests gathered at the farmhouse, the fiancé was nowhere to be seen. Her friends, family, and love began to look for her, but to no avail. They searched the pasture, the tree line, and into the forest, but there was no beautiful wildflowers or young lovers to be seen. Just old dead trees, trampled vines, and moss-covered rocks. The fiancé stayed a fiancé for eternity, always wondering, looking for fresher blossoms to clip, but never finding them. Distracted by a never-ending search for perfection, unable to see that you are loved for who you are. Out there all alone, I thought it was beautiful and sad, just like someone we know. How was story time? A lot of people like to take pot shots at sequels, but I think every good story deserves a follow-up. When you think it's the end, the sequel is almost never as rewarding as the original. That's why I'm much more a fan of the episodic style of storytelling. Knowing it's a series takes a lot of pressure off of any individual installment, and builds a greater sense of community between audience and creator. Tell me, Minas, if you could delete any sequel from existence, what would it be? Don't answer that. We don't actually care. We're just here to make sure that we seamlessly move on to the next segment of the evening. God forbid my small talk get in the way of a romantic Twilight moment. Dwight, I'm gonna need you to shut your yap trap. You know that we need to get back to that thing we do whenever we're not on screen. Okay. You have fun tonight and try not to wink. End up dead. Why did you say? Oh, he said it. Why did you say the words wink out loud? And what kind of double entendre are you getting at with the end up dead thing? Dwight is physically incapable of winking, not since the accident, And you do know that all of these people are despicable criminals with double-digit kill counts, right? Well, except for Spirit. She really doesn't belong here. She's strictly a victim, not a perpetrator. No wonder she's pissed. Did I hear somebody trash-talking Spirit? Do me in. What do you say we take this talk to the hot tub, so I can soak this bod while I roast the ghost with some killer hot takes? Please, enough talk of burns. Things that are lit or getting blazed, it's enough that these activities have to be next to a literal fire. Must I be surrounded by figurative flames as well? What if we turned and ran as far away from this place as we could, just you and me? On those spindly legs, you'd probably tire before you got too far. If it's running away to someplace more secluded mid-ass is after, they should obviously join me. Have you seen these legs? Pure power. Not that my walk speed really reflects my giant stature, but that's because I chose to move slowly for stealthy reasons. It's my own choice and it's completely logical. Why is everyone so obsessed with comparing themselves to each other and creating drama? I'm so over all that. Don't you get it? Society wants to trick you into fighting with each other so that corporations can swoop in and sell you fake solutions to all your fabricated problems. I'll be sitting in the shade and drinking something locally sourced while thumbing through a public domain novella. Why could I not read that? Printed on recycled paper because I refuse to play their game anymore. It's like she's actively trying to be unappealing as possible. Does it really turn anyone else on or just me? Despite Trapper's insatiable appetite, it seems his attention along with the attention of everyone else still on you for the moment. If you could, I don't know, just pick one of us, maybe we could all move on with our lives, or, some special projects we might have going. You heard him. Who will it be? Who will you head off with for an evening activity? I'm just saying, you may not get a ton of chances to date around like this before your time on Murder's Island comes to a close. And no, I'm not satisfied with that name either. But with this streaming reality TV dating show boom happening, it's pretty much all that wasn't taken. Which killer will you pick? And yes, we're back to excluding Trickster because, that guy. Spirit! Spirit! Oh, you picked me? Yay. Oh, she does not look happy. Sorry, that was rude of me. I despise phoniness, so I should be honest with you. You make for interesting company, and I love the idea of winning over these other killers at all costs, even when I hate the game and the prize, but I had a long day. Floating, subverting expectations, grinding my teeth as I imagine sweet, sweet revenge, takes a lot out of me. So don't stop bringing your A game, alright? It might seem like I hate everything. Getting to really know who I am is impossible task, not worth trying, but too bad. You won't know unless you search deep inside yourself and bring everything you've got. Or just say the exact right thing at the right time and melt my cold heart in an instant. I don't know the rules here any better than you do. See you at the bar, I guess. She didn't seem too thrilled. You arrive at the bar to find Dwight and Claudette both holding cocktail shakers, surrounded by a bevy of bottles for assorted boozes. Who's ready to get wasted? Well, I don't drink, so not me. You really don't drink ever? Is that like because it would just fall out a hole in your stomach thing, or? I don't drink alcohol because alcohol is the poison of the body and the mind. I don't need to act like a fool to have a good time thing. Then why did you choose a mixology lesson as your romantic nighttime activity? Everyone knows this kind of day is just an excuse to get loaded up on booze and make terrible decisions. It's true. Not a single person has ever learned anything at one of these things. Now that's not true. You learned how to tie a cherry knot in a stem using only your tongue. Sir? Whoa, who ordered the soda with a splash of my private business? Because that's off menu. Well, I know what I'm drinking to forget tonight. Mixology is a real thing, and it doesn't require alcohol to be interesting. I'll have you all know that I worked at a restaurant before I was violently executed. By your father? On whom you will have your bloody vengeance? Right. Well, so be it. How about you, Minas? Do you drink? Stay sober. I've got the impression that tonight will be the night I want to remember perfectly, so I'm gonna pass on the alcoholic drinks. Here. Alcohol is a false escape. Besides, it's not like sober people can't have fun. You watch as Spirit picks up a plump cherry and roughly stabs a little plastic sword through it. Cherry juice splatters everywhere, and its little fruity guts flop out onto Spirit's lap. Oopsie. One of the upsides of wearing black, it hardly shows stains. No take backsies. So, lovebirds, what drink shall we make? Dark and stormy. How about a dark and stormy drink for my dark and stormy date? Ooh, yeah! Okay, that one is cute. Please, allow us to demonstrate how a dark and stormy is made. First, rum, or in this case, rum extract, and a bit of apple juice is poured over ice. And then, fresh ginger beer is added in, garnished with a lime wheel, and drink. The end. Do you think you're up to the challenge of replicating this recipe, Minas? Replicating rum substitute and ginger beer over ice? Don't forget the lime wheel! Rum substitute and ginger beer over ice with a lime wheel. Not sure I appreciated your tone, but yes, you got it. You're a natural, a sassy natural. You, Dwight, might have more in common than... Don't you dare. Spirit seems to be in a lovely mood as she sips her dark and stormy. She's not even rolling her eyes at you, at your petty behavior. On cue, a literal dark storm begins to make its way in from the ocean. You taste your own dark and stormy as you watch the clouds approach. It's quite refreshing. Isn't this fun? Honestly, it's the most drama-free fun I've had since I got here. And since you picked a simple but delicious drink, we've got plenty of time left to relax. Want to make out a little? You breathe in a sip of your drink and immediately begin coughing before you can get a yes out. Lightning strikes a palm tree on the beach and immediately starts a fire. The activity ends abruptly as Claudette and Dwight ushered the two of you away from the bar. Oh, we were gonna make out a little. Come on. Is it not nighttime yet? The gang's all together again on the volleyball court. Seems like only yesterday you were sitting on the sidelines watching everyone get sweaty. That's because it was. Boy, feels like I've been here a lot longer than that, actually. It's so late that the sun is already beginning to rise. Better get this over with quickly so that I mean, you can get some beauty rest. I do not recommend the eternal damnation of perpetual narratordom. Good thing you've really used your time well since then. Really getting to know the gang, the brain, the mogul, the basket case, the psychotic bunny girl. You know, the 4 types of people. Anyway, everyone is gathered on the volleyball court for a new type of game. Pitch your dream date and see who Minas chooses. Who's ready for a round, Robin? How round are we talking? No, not the Huntress. Each killer gets 2 minutes to tell you all about their dream date they have planned for you tomorrow. In no particular order, which is a weird thing to mention, right? Almost like the order does matter. Trapper, why don't you go first? You think you deserve it, even if, in this case, it's a subtle dig? Stop talking. Trapper, without further ado, would you like to make us all uncomfortable by pushing the boundaries of what's acceptable? Not only in a polite society, but within the narrative of this in-world event, and also the larger meta-narrative of the Dead by Daylight dating experience? Sometimes you just gotta say it. Why yes, thank you, I'd love to. So Minas, you're thinking of picking me. Well, this is your final warning. Pick me and be punished. And rewarded. Tomorrow will suck. Probably. I'm not an easy guy to get along with, I know that. But I can tell you this much. I'm hiding a secret on this island that will make fans shit themselves with excitement. If you like Trapper, you're gonna love it. And if not, you're a maggot. Also, everyone, even confident sexy ladies in rabbit masks, better stay the hell away from my yacht. Great. Huntress, why don't you take it from here? Tomorrow morning, I'm planning on a nice atmospheric breakfast on the yacht. Don't worry, Trapper won't even know it's gone. What was that? Nothing, go away. Then, boy, oh boy, I've got such an adventure planned. It involves hunting for treasure. What kind of treasure are we looking for? Guess you'll have to pick me to find out. Let me tell you, it's primo stuff. Now, if you don't mind, I've got to start preparing because it's clear already that you're gonna pick me. Confident, mysterious, I like it. Sorry, anyway, Wraith? Well, I don't know. I'd really prefer you just tell Minas privately. I don't really know how that's gonna work with these game mechanics. What if you just whispered it to Minas? Wraith considers this for a long moment. Too long. That's fine. Without moving, Wraith lowers his voice to a barely audible whisper. Tomorrow, we have to find my bell. And then I can finally tell you about what I've been working on. It's gonna be really special. The kind of thing where we really bond. And maybe finally get off this island. And maybe then we can go on a real date. You done? Is that it? Wraith nods proud. Hit us, spirit. Figuratively. Damn it, Dwight. You gotta watch your words with these people. Tomorrow, you'll spit in the face of God, die and be reborn anew. That's it? If you're not intrigued by that, I don't want you. Go draw crayon art with Trapper or dig up whatever victories with Wraith. I don't know what those guys do all day. Do you want to at least specify which god you'll be spitting in the face of? All of them. Okay then, so hydrate tonight if you intend to hang the spear. And time's up, everyone. Gosh, you'll need to dream about these options so you're ready to choose in the morning. Now go dream about all these swoon-worthy options so that you're ready to make a choice come dawn. Have a swell night. Did you two forget to mention something? Ha, oh gosh, how could we forget? Before you run off to slumber peacefully, there's one more thing to do. No reality survival dating competition parody would be complete without singling out one of our contestants who is already teetering on the edge of psychological break and giving them a little push. Hold up, this has been a survival dating competition parody this entire time and I'm just now finding out about it? Come on, the signs were there, you just didn't read them. Welcome to Murder's Island. It's now time to eliminate one of the killers. Oof, it's like butchering, but it hurts even worse. You can't kill a killer, but you can break their heart. Do you dare to even try? You mean, that's right, tomorrow one of these sexy slicers will now not be eligible to take you on a date. Who's it gonna be? But why? Because it's dramatic, because it's surprising, because it's a classic reversal of fate, and it will hurt someone's feelings, someone dangerous. What's it gonna be, champ? What's your thought process here? Trapper seems like he might throttle you in your sleep if you eliminate him. That being said, at least you see him coming. Spirit could be anywhere. She floats, and I hear she can disappear. Hard to track. Eek, if you get rid of Wraith, he might cry. And although I totally support normalizing men crying and being vulnerable, it just seems like he might be an ugly crier. Huntress, she might pretend to be okay with it, but then you'll start seeing her behind every tree. What I'm trying to say is, I don't envy you, boss. So which psychopath are you eliminating? See, Trapper, I don't want to date him at all. But he weirds me out. No, fuck it. Nah, he might kill me though. Fuck it. See ya, Trapper. I assume that's... I guess you get a trophy for achievement for choosing each killer. You sent Trapper packing. Sleep with both eyes open. Oh, fuck. This was very simple. Trapper, you scared the living shit out of me. You are eliminated. That's fair. Honestly, though, I don't care. You suck. But not in a good way. You bore me. Your personality-free maggot wouldn't even be fun to kill you. Which I was totally gonna do tomorrow the first chance I got. So really, this is a win-win for both of us. Still might kill you, though. But a principle for eliminating me. Sleep with both eyes open and have fun on your date tomorrow. Now that you've broken the heart of someone heartless, you should go get some shut-eye. And don't worry too much about the broken heart you've left behind. Because, of course, they'll be receiving a consolation prize. They might not get to go home with Minas when this is all over, but they'll never sleep alone again. That's right, we're sending our eliminated player home with their own mostly new Trickster body pillow. The next best thing to the real Trickster. It might not hug you back, but it definitely won't try to stab you. And how do we know? Because I've tried it. That's right, it's the white tested. Claudette approved. I hope you sleep well tonight, Minas. You're my hero for what you've accomplished. How can you sleep tonight knowing what you've done? No, not because of the guilt. I mean, knowing that there's a legit homicidal maniac who hates you so close by. How can you sleep tonight knowing what you'll do tomorrow? I don't know how you'll do it, but you better go off before Dwight and Claudette come back and put you to sleep themselves. You know those two. Schedule, schedule, schedule. Okay. Cool. So this happens at the end of each night. Okay. Whoa, what a crazy way to end the day. An elimination? I didn't even know that it was that kind of game. Let's check in with everyone, especially with our loser. Everyone deserves a send-off. We'll see how things go tomorrow. I suppose I'm not expecting anything. I didn't shut my mind off during clear times. I know, I seem all excited and devil-may-care, but the truth is, I'm really a pessimist at heart. That tends to happen when... Your mother is skewered by an elk when you were young? Yeah, how'd you know? Wild guess. It's also the only thing you talk about. If you'll excuse me, I think I saw a raccoon over in the tree and I'm feeling peckish. I don't really know what's happening here. Honestly, I haven't been paying attention. Oh, Minas. Sorry, I forgot. I'm focusing on other things, more important things. One way or another, I won't be here for much longer. I don't handle rejection well. At least I don't think I do. No one has ever been dumb enough to reject me before. Yeah, the more I think about it, the angrier I'm getting. And I'm a giant rage monster, so everyone in this room should be scared right now. Turn the camera off. Did I think there was a chance I might get eliminated? Yeah, I did. Did I care if I got eliminated? Not even a little. Does the volume of words I been talking about how much I don't care about things signify a deeper yearning within me to be seen, heard, and validated by those around me? Nah. What? No, you're not part of this. You don't get a confessional. It's cool, man. I'm not part of anything, you feel me? I'm not a cog in anyone's machine. I'm my own machine. This whole thing is pretty cute, though. Charmingly low-budget, old-school marketing vibes, not gonna lie. Kinda wish I wasn't so busy right now. I'd definitely be down with a reality show-style dating competition with survival elements. But I got my new album upcoming tour, finalizing the new sneaker line, producing a limited series of my life, starting a new social media NFT crypto app, and doing these private gigs over on IP Island. My dudes, you gotta come check it out. IP Island, it's dope. It's where the real killers are hanging out. Fully licensed, no legal drama, lawyers. Take a hike. I'm gonna tell everyone that Trickster said that about them, don't worry. I'm talking your favorite established characters from all over pop culture that can't be seen on this island. Hell, you probably can't even mention them like Ghost. Don't you say it. Look, we get it. You're very popular and in demand. But we have a game to get back to, and I don't want to get sued. Ghostface! Come on! Whatever, I don't even care. I'm the Trickster. See you around, Minass. You too, narrator. I have a name, you know. You do? Yes, seriously, they do not pay me enough to deal with you people. Is it my turn? What? No, it's not your turn. You're sentient water. How are you even sitting in that chair? What's a chair? It's a thing you're getting all wet. Now it's gonna smell like mildew. Okay, rude. Fine, let's just get this over with. It's your turn, Ocean. Do your check-in. Check-in? I was just looking for the bathroom. Bathroom? Are you serious? It's down the hall to the left. It's okay, never mind. Never mind, what does that mean? No, not you two. This wasn't meant to be a confessional time for literally every character in this game. It's okay, we don't have to confess anything. We've just been working our asses off for 2 days straight and wanted to sit down somewhere. This chair's wet. Yeah, I think the ocean just peed on it. How's that You know what? I don't care. You two are looking pretty pleased with yourselves. I've got something to confess. Oh great, what's it gonna be? You ate glue in 2nd grade? You cheated on an algebra test once? Watching Trapper get eliminated was the first time in this unending spiral staircase of pain that is my life that I've felt even a modicum of joy. Every minute that I'm alive is a nightmare. This place, the sun, these sweet sugary drinks, it sounds fun for a long weekend, but for an eternity, the unrelenting rhythm of crashing waves and wailing seagulls, it's like a crescendoing song of evil that makes me question the very foundation of the universe. Why am I here? Why are any of us here? What kind of sentient being would do this? Please, erase me from this existence. Make it so I was never born. Pull the plug on this experiment and let my soul be free. And please, please get me out of this polo shirt. Okay, let's get you to bed, buddy. I don't want to go to bed. Going to bed means eventually I'll have to wake up. Yikes, huh? That was a weird way to end. Ah, well, what are you gonna do? You let the camera roll long enough, someone is bound to say something crazy. Anyway, seems like everyone's 2 days in paradise. Seems like everyone's had their shot to annoy me tonight. So hit the hay and get some rest. Tomorrow is gonna be a doozy. Whew. Okay. That's day 2 complete. So yeah, let me just do I know it auto saves, but let me just do another save. Oh, this is the auto save. Oh, this is not an auto save. This is the auto save. Okay. Yeah, anyways, thanks for checking out this video. Yeah, if you enjoyed the video, please drop a like. Leave any comments down below if you have any recommendations, if you have any specific thing you want me to do. I am planning on playing this game all the way through and then getting all the endings and all the achievements for the game, so I will be doing each character. So yeah, if you're interested in that. Also, if you have any games you want me to play, just put it down in the comments below. I'll check them out if I can. Yeah, anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.